What episode is this?
I don't know. Girl 11 or 12.
Episode, what is it?
11.
Okay, let's get her done. Hey guys, it's Carly.
And Elena.
We're back.
With another episode.
Did you miss us? Did ya? This is number 11. We had to ask each other what one it was because we couldn't remember. Sorry about that. But anyway, we're back. Look, here's what I'm not going to do every episode. I'm not going to say we don't have a specific topic because 3/4 of the time we don't.
Nope.
So how about when we do, that's when I'll say it. Otherwise, just expect us to ramble on about random shit. But anyway, first we're going to start off by talking about how each other's weeks went, what we did. What'd you do?
You know, the usual school. But actually, we did something fun this week. We went trick-or-treating at the nursing homes.
We took Axton so the old ladies could give him candy, which is good for the old people. But nobody knew what Axton was because every time they're like, "Oh, you're so cute. What are you?" I'm like, "He's a gecko," and they're like, "A what?" I'm like, "It's a cartoon." And they're like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Yeah," but he loved it though, except for we were toward the end of one, and some little kid started pouncing on like the side of the tarp to scare somebody, and Axton came darting towards me. And that little girl came out in front of me, and Elena and Axton was like, "Guys, they have a little boy with them, and he's scared." But he had a really good time. So he remembers the moves that Gecko makes in this show. I don't know, that kid just impresses me with something new he does every day.
I know.
He's ridiculous. Don't get it twisted.
And all the Halloween costumes we saw just that day, I can't imagine what we're going to see on Thursday.
First of all, please don't let your child that's younger than... Let me try to say this nicely. No, don't let them dress slutty if they're too young, you know?
Fucking prom queen.
Like, one of them was a mermaid, and I don't think mermaids look like that.
They don't.
Like, really, to be honest. But I don't know, we saw some pretty interesting... One kid was a banana. I'm like, that's the most boring costume I've ever seen in my life. Like, a banana? What are you, Gwen Stefani? Get out of here. But he had fun, that's all that matters. He doesn't really get the concept of saying trick or treat. He'll just say Halloween, because we told him to say Happy Halloween, and he said trick or treat or something. I don't know how he says it. It's cute, but he's stoked about it. Tell him about the mishap you had to deal with this week at hair school.
Okay, look, guys. Don't put Kool-Aid in your fucking hair and expect to get it out. I mean, really, bright red Kool-Aid.
Everyone probably doesn't even know you can dye your hair like that, but don't.
Don't, because you literally can't get it out. We tried to lighten it. When it came out, we tried to put collar over it. It was still there, so guess what? We had to cut about 5 inches off her hair.
I would be so pissed. It's like, I can't fix you. We're going to have to snip. Hope you're ready. I mean, so I thought that was pretty funny.
Fucking Kool-Aid head.
She literally probably had 6 inches worth of just bright red hair. That's crazy, man. I started my new job today.
How was that?
I watched presentations and videos and... I mean, it's going to be a good gig, but I don't feel like anybody's ever happy at their job, and if they, like, all the time, and if they are, they're lying, you know? Everyone's like, "Oh, no, if you find a career and something you love to do," and blah, I'm like, okay, whatever.
There are still times you're going to hate it.
Yeah, you're still, there are times you're going to get tired of it or whatever, but either way, it's a better gig than what I had. Obviously, I told you guys I'm going to be able to spend more time with my kid and actually have a life with them, and I took a little bit of a pay cut, but I'm doing okay right now, so I guess we'll see how it goes, you know what I mean? Other than that, nothing really exciting's going on in my life.
Same.
I'm going to get Halloween over with and then plan for Axton's birthday on November 30th, and then Christmas, which is cute. Cute. 2 sets of gifts. Cute. Fucking love that. I couldn't have conceived at a different month. Like, come on.
At least it wasn't December 30th.
Yeah, well, no, because then you would get one set of gifts. Hey, this is for both, the day you were born and the day Jesus was born. There you go. I mean, that would be a better gig than what I got going on now. But whatever. I'm going to probably buy him shit he's not even going to play with, and clothes he's going to outgrow in 2 weeks, and yeah, it's going to be fun, you know? But no, other than that, nothing really else is happening. Story of my life. I love when this doesn't stop. Okay, so I think one shitty thing about the winter coming is Dairy Queen closes for the winter around here.
And you know what? When I say that to people at school, they're like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I don't fucking know. Just to make our lives miserable?
I mean, I don't know why he closed down for the winter. I don't know. I guess I never asked him. But he's done it ever since we were little.
I know.
It sucks though. Even like when it's around, even if I don't get it a lot, like within that month or whatever, I miss it when it's gone.
Yeah.
You know? Because sometimes I'm just like, man, I want some fucking Dairy Queen soft ice cream. Because you can't. Listen to her. She's like, Because you can't really get ice cream like that besides that Dairy Queen, you know? I don't know. It's just the Tits McGee. I don't know. It's just kind of depressing, though, that it's closing. Speaking of depressing. Selena Gomez. I never really liked her music. Let's start that off with that.
Same.
I never really was a fan of her music. Actress, yeah, whatever. Typical Disney bitch. Okay? Whatever. She was the Wizards of Waverly Place girl. And then Justin's girlfriend. Now ex. That's how I've always known her.
Yeah, me too.
When she came out with music, I really didn't have any songs that I always played, like, nonstop. Like, you know what I mean? But this new one, like, she put out, everyone thinks it's about Justin Bieber.
It is about Justin Bieber.
Okay, but until she says, I wrote this about Justin Bieber and me getting over him.
She's never going to say that.
Well, I would.
She just wants to keep people guessing when we all know the answer.
Okay, well, Jennifer Love Hewitt, like, cried on her Instagram story listening to it. I'm like, all right.
It's not even that good of a song.
I put it in my library.
I didn't.
Well, I mean, we also kind of have different taste in music somewhat. Like, some songs I'll listen to, you'll be like, you like this song? And I'm just like, yeah. But I don't know, it wasn't like, oh my God, but you can just, it was actually a good tune. It wasn't her normal, It was pretty good, man. That's what heartbreak does to you.
I guess.
It motivates
that was
you.
Years ago.
Dude, look. First of all, his new woman's way hotter.
Way hotter.
Way hotter.
Sorry, Selena.
Sorry, not sorry, Selena. But I don't know. I just feel like she came out of nowhere with this. I know a lot of people probably don't give a shit about what we're talking about right now, but it's just like, why do people do that? Like Miley did it with Wrecking Ball, and it was a couple years after her and Liam split. No, it wasn't right after, was it?
I don't remember.
I don't think it was, man. And like a whole bunch of artists do that. They'll come out like 3 years later about how heartbroken they were about a relationship they were in. Like,
does it take 3 years to write a song? No. That's what I don't understand.
I mean, no, I don't think. That's why I'm at. I'm like, I don't understand why they do that.
Who fucking knows?
I've never been to a concert.
Oh my God.
Look, it's. They asked me on my thing today on a piece of paper. They're like, "What's your favorite concert?" I'm like, I find this very, very insulting because what if you've never been to a concert?
I tried to get you to go to one.
I had to work.
Nuh-uh. It was last week, girlfriend.
What was my excuse?
Our excuse was that we were broke.
Well, I feel like that's pretty legitimate excuse. Maybe if I stayed off Victoria's Secret online, I'd be able to go to a concert.
Russ says he's going everywhere next year, so that's when we'll go together.
His new song.
Fucking fuck me up.
It's a banger, dude. It slaps.
It does.
It's called The Best on Earth, if you don't know what we're talking about. Type it into your little search engine and check it out because it slaps. It is awesome. Who else is in it with him?
Some girl, BIA, I think is her name.
She
I know, she killed it.
She did the damn thing too, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know a lot of these featured artists, but that's how they get big. You know, they'll go into one song that hits #1. It's gonna be. I bet it hits the top 5 in the 100 chart. Bet money that Russ's song "Best on Earth." I swear it's going to. Anyway, though, back to relationships and shit. We're gonna speak a little bit about. Kind of hit on it today. We had one little thing that we wanted to talk about. First of all, let's start off with I'm on Tinder, and I don't know what made me do this because, like, it's not that I'm this desperate to where I have to swipe. It's just I'm so picky. Like, give me options to choose from. I feel like is what my mindset is thinking because, like, yeah, you could be in my DMs, but unless I say, okay, you be in my DMs, you be in my DMs, you be in my DMs, 3/4 of the time I'm going to talk to you for like 5 days and then quit talking to you for like, it's just what I do. I had somebody ask me today, like, okay, well, why are you like that? Because I'm crazy. That's the only, I'm mentally unstable, okay? Mentally unstable. And I don't know what other way to put it. And so I got on Tinder. Literally, it's like I think I've seen about 5 dudes out of however many swipes I've swiped left on, because you swipe right if you want to go further with it. And it's literally, I do a 50-mile radius, okay? Every single picture looks like they could be a child molester, an axe murderer, a prodigy from incest. Like, I don't know what is going on. Like, literally, I had a dude on my options with black lipstick on, and whatever, you do you, boo-boo. But, and if your Instagram is, like, just pictures of your dogs or your Tinder, sorry, I take that back. If your Tinder's just pictures of your dogs or weird-ass pictures of your face that you're making, or if it's just pictures of you in the gym and, I don't know, giving the ducky face. It's just, the options were very weird. And I swiped left so many times last night, it literally is like, we don't have any more options for you. Like, it's like, this is the end of the line, girl. You've already done swiped all the other ones away. And I just don't know. I have had Tinder for the longest time. It's just I never really used it. And I let Elena get on it the other night. I was like, just see what I'm working with over here, dude.
It's not very many options.
She's like, what?
And when you find a local, you know you have to go into it and just stalk their whole Tinder profile.
Yeah, and it's like some of the people on there I know, of course, and it's like, first of all, don't you have a whole fiance? Why are you on Tinder?
I just want to know if they ever swiped right on you.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know. But I just know that a lot of them shouldn't have Tinder that have Tinder. So, ladies,
watch your man.
Watch your man. That's all I gotta say. Because I know, I'll be like, you have a girlfriend, you have a wife, you're engaged, you have 3 children, and it's like, I don't understand what makes them think it's okay to either still have their Tinder on their phone. Because if you have it on your phone, there's a reason. You know what I mean? Like, with this day and age, you probably have an iPhone, and if you're not using an app, you delete it to get it off your fucking home page, you know? So I feel like if I see you on Tinder and I know you are either married in a relationship or engaged or etc., you're on some fishy-ass pond water bullshit. That's all I gotta say. So all in all, Tinder's not going good for me. It's a no-go right now. And you guys need to step up your game because literally the options around here make me want a KMS. And if you don't know what that means, look it up. Okay? Look it up. I don't know though. That's just it. Just I can't even with Tinder. Really, honestly, like I'm running out of options to just pick hot dudes out of a pool from. You know, I'm not getting on Plenty of Fish. I'm not getting on what's that Farmers one? FarmersOnly.com.
Yeah.
If it comes to that, I want you to come over here. Make sure Actions Affairs are all in order and put me out of my misery. Okay? No, I know eventually what's meant to happen for me will, but sometimes I take my loneliness and I just turn into impulsive decisions. So it's like, all right, I'm getting back on Tinder, and then I'll be over it in a week. Or, all right, I'm going to text this dude back, and I'm over it in a week. And I'm sorry I'm like that, guys. I'm trying to work on being a better me to be better for you. Ooh, it's hot in here.
No, it's not. It's you and your lightheadedness. Did you eat lunch?
Yeah, and I shit it all out in like 5 minutes because of my stomach.
Let's talk about hearing about your ex. Okay, look. I honestly don't give a fuck what my ex is doing.
Is this insinuated towards me because that makes it hard because it's my bro?
No.
Oh.
Okay, look. Our situation's a little different because it would be completely different if I wasn't over your brother.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's your family, so I'm used to it by now.
Yeah. But I get it.
And sometimes I just don't want to hear it. But, you know, how do you feel about hearing about your ex?
Well, look, 3/4 of mine, like, they're in jail or on drugs or, I mean, my choice of men, I'll be the first to tell you, have not been grade A. And I think that's probably why I'm so picky now, because I don't want guys like I've had in my past. But that's one thing also about living in a small town. Everybody knows everybody, and they know everybody, and they know their mamas and their uncles and their cousins. And it really sucks for you because we do tell each other everything. We really don't even have a lot of secrets. Yeah, there's some shit that we just, don't talk about. But a lot of shit we talk about. I mean, and one of them I try not to talk about a lot, but then again, I don't.
Your brother. So.
Yeah, and I don't really think before I speak a lot of the time anyway, but you'd let me know, I feel like, if you had a problem with it, or I'd hope.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I fucking hate him, because I don't. I don't hate him at all. It's just, he's my ex. That's just what it is.
But it is annoying, it's like, did you see who Steven was out with last night at the bar?
Ew, I hate that.
Yeah, it's like...
That's cringe.
Probably slutty fucking Tammy from down the block again, I'm sure. Like, or when you run into him. That's what I hate.
That's the most awkward part.
Yeah, when you're running into him and it's like...
My favorite's going to your mom's house.
I literally had
to sit in the driveway by myself.
I'm like, stay here. Don't move. If you have any problems, call me. And I'm literally inside for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, Tucker, don't go outside. I was like, I know this is fucked up, but Elaine is out there. And he honestly has been really chill about it. I honestly probably think it's because he knows I'll pop him in his mouth.
Honestly, it really surprises me how chill he is about it. Because I figured he's one that would pop off.
You
Maybe
see,
at
no,
the
Tucker
beginning.
doesn't really pop off. That's the thing. That's for a whole nother topic. Let's not get into that. But back to running into them. I mean, you really don't... Now, you probably do, but, like, going to pay your bill. Like, I had an encounter 2 weeks ago that I told you about. And another thing, I forgot to tell you guys. I went to haunted houses because Elena drove so much and had school and didn't want to do anything. What day was it?
Friday.
Friday.
I have to be at school at 7:30 our time.
Yeah.
Saturday.
I understood. I said, okay. And coincidentally enough, because Elena kind of got shitty, because I would have said the same thing she did. She's like, oh, okay.
Because you never told me you're going with somebody else.
Well, I
You
didn't
just
plan on
ignored
it.
Me.
No, I swear to God.
Guys, Carly's the worst texter in the whole world. Don't ever text her unless you want to get your feelings hurt. Give her 5 business days to reply.
3 to 5 business days and I'll get back with you. But no, Ashley was like, yo, do you want to go to the haunted house in Hudsonville? I'm like, bet, let's go. Let me ask Scott if I'll watch my kid. Couple things I realized Friday night. I'm completely out of shape. I fucking hate guys with chainsaws. Like, of course, yeah, that's gonna scare you, but literally, like, I was getting violent toward the end. Like, my hand hurt because I was smacking so much shit because I would get scared. But the second one I went to, I get to one little part, and it's literally my ex's dad, like, dressed up as Dracula, taking our ticket or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. You were a prick back then, and you're still kind of looking like an asshole, so I'm going to keep going. Ashley, hand him the ticket. But, so it is, that part is the most awkward to me, but I had a blast doing the haunted houses. I will recommend that the one in Hudsonville was the most intense for us. Like, it was very well put together. We went to the one in Hudsonville, we went to the one at the old place by the across from the police shop in Robinson. We went to Erie Acres, and that one was okay, but because it was through the woods and that's pretty scary, but they had a lot of children scaring people. And yeah, okay, a bent neck little girl with her head to the side,
Bent neck lady.
yeah, remind me of the whatever, the haunting of the Hill House or whatever. But and she started coming at us. Okay, that's scary, that'll creep me out. But when you have a kid every other segment, like, I'll kick that kid across Jupiter. Like, you need to have more adults. Little suggestion from me. But all in all, they were all pretty good though. So I would definitely give them a try. We went to 3 of them and could not breathe after every one. And literally my abs hurt the next day. But it was fun. I'm glad I did it. And I just hope that Elena can join maybe this coming weekend or next year for it, because I would have loved to have you there too. And I realize I'm the friend that's going to fucking leave you in the dirt. I mean, I don't have to run very fast, but I'm just going to run faster than you know what I'm saying? Because I left Ashley when she was getting attacked by the chainsaw guy. I did. I was like already 350 yards past where she was, because I wasn't having that. No way. I'll poop all over you, because I'll be that scared. I'll just poop everywhere. You know what I mean? Alright, sorry I got a little off topic, but the haunted houses was good for me. I don't get out very much anymore, so it was good for me, and I do miss Ashley a lot. She's like, so when are you going to have me on your podcast? I was like, oh, you were on it last week. I was talking about how stupid drunk you got. And she's like, I thought I conducted myself in a very good manner that weekend. I'm like, okay. I'm sure you did think that. The smell of vomit and wine and regret told me otherwise, but we'll say that for another day. No, I love her. I'm glad I got to spend some time with her. But anyway, so like I said, that is a very awkward thing for me, is running into them. Running into your exes is probably worse than hearing about them, because I'm used to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm used to living in a small town. You're going to. It's inevitable, unfortunately. If we lived in a bigger place, I don't think we would. Mm-mm. But also, if you have good friends, they're down to give you the deets of whatever the fuck they're doing. But if you say, guys, I'm over them, I don't want to hear about him or her, that should be it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But let's talk about how you put on here, you said, when couples are perfect together because they're both psycho. Tell me why you put that.
I can't put why I put that, but I can give you a little
I thought, were you being kind of mean?
I mean, no, it's not mean. I mean, it's just the truth.
Yeah.
If you're both pathological liars, and if you both do nothing but hurt people, you guys are perfect together.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah, I mean, people... Misery loves company. I mean, I guess that's what comes to my mind when you say that. Misery loves company. Misery loves...
You said it.
Makes sense that they would be good together, but all in all, that will bite them in the ass in the end, you know what I mean? Because 2 dead batteries are not going to start a car. And they're going to end up wearing out their jumper cables, if you know what I mean. That's all I gotta say on that topic, but don't ask me for relationship advice because I have no idea. That reminds me though of, I wrote down, I said, it kind of goes back to the Tinder thing because a lot of times we want our cake and we want to eat it too, and I use that expression a lot because I believe in that expression because it's very, very true a lot of the times. But I wrote down the one you can't have and the ones that you do want you can't have, but the ones that you don't want you. Does that make sense? Did I say that right or did I fuck that all up?
No, you said it right.
So pretty much what I'm saying is like how I said those, there are some guys in my DMs that I'm just like, okay, you're, I'm sure, a nice guy. Your mom probably raised you well, but I'm good. But, and then there's ones that pretty much only want you for one thing and one thing only. And that sucks sometimes, especially when you can see something further with them. But of course, it's the ones that don't want you. You know what I mean? It's the ones that have no feelings to go further or continue it. And I don't know, it kind of something I want to touch on because it was something I was struggling with, especially through this last week or 2 weeks. Because I think about my future all the time, especially, you know, being a mother. But here lately, I've been thinking about I'm not getting any younger, you know what I mean? I'm not getting any younger. So I think about, of course, my relationship future. And it's like, man, it'd really be nice if you would just like me back, you know? Just like me back a little bit. Like I like you. I feel like I'm in 5th grade or that's a little young. But I feel like I'm a freshman trying to get the senior star football player, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm the nerd with braces and no ass or tits, and it's just a definite no-go in all areas. So sometimes that sucks, feeling like you know you're the one that he or she's never going to want.
I wouldn't say never. Just not right now.
Okay, like I said, I'm not getting any younger, and everyone's like, never say never, look at the glass half full and not half empty. I've always been optimistic about things, sometimes too optimistic, but being in recovery and being a mother and kind of everything I've been through intertwined has made me be more of a realist than I have ever been, ever. So I feel like if I feel like something isn't going to happen, I don't try to say, oh, well, maybe one day. I'm just like, if it does, that'll be fucking fantastic. But if it doesn't, I'm going to prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. You know what I mean? But I don't want to expect the worst. Mm-hmm. You know, because that's a whole different, that's a whole thing right there. I don't know why I moved my head in a circle. That's a whole thing. But I don't know. I just feel like maybe there's a reason. I feel like God does do everything for a reason, but I'm not understanding this one because it'd be a lot cooler if that would progress, that whole situation. And I've kind of hinted about that before in other podcasts, and I probably will till the day I die because it's my podcast. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. But I don't know. I guess we'll just see where it takes me. I mean, I do believe, weren't you having, not second thoughts or anything about that, but you were just having like thoughts on relationships in general. Mm-hmm. Last week was kind of hard for you. Mm-hmm. Like long distance has been kind of tough on you, no?
Yeah.
I mean, even when nothing's going wrong with you and Cam, it's still hard, you know? Because, I mean, but you've always been the type, and correct me if I'm wrong, you don't have to be around them every single day.
Right, I don't.
See, that's my codependency kicking in, I feel like, and it's not like that anymore, but I used to have to be around you every single day of every single second because I was so infatuated with you or whatever I thought it was. So I feel like that is one good quality about you because you can smother yourself in a relationship, I feel like, you know? I don't know, everybody faces trials and tribulations in life and shit, of course, but sometimes not knowing what's going to happen, like I was saying, everyone's like, how do you like your new job? I'm like, well, I don't like change. I don't like knowing, routine, not having routine, you know, and not knowing what to expect, and that's kind of how like it is with my love life right now. I don't like not knowing where things are going to go and if I'm going to be alone or Because I'm perfectly content with me and my son, of course, but I don't know.
You're not gonna be alone.
You think?
Yeah, I do think.
I guess time will tell.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just know it's been a toll on my mental health. I will say that it has. It's been a uphill climb. And speaking of mental health, this Joker movie, I have not seen it.
Me either.
Neither has Elena. Obviously, no one's gonna be Heath Ledger. First of all, let me just say that he is the best Joker of all time. But I did hear the new Joker did splendid. But Elena said that there was some reviews on, what did you say? It
A
was,
friend told me that this isn't a movie we should have nowadays in this kind of, I don't know. The way the mental health is in today's world, she said that they don't need a movie like this because the mental health is so bad in it.
okay, first of all, has this lady ever had to see anything horrific happen like that in real life, I wonder, question mark.
Probably not.
Secondly, I believe, I've actually, like I said, I have not seen it, but all of the reviews I did read, it was people saying this was brilliant, he portrayed greatness on how mental health can affect you and childhood trauma can affect you and becoming the person you become and et cetera, et cetera. So I want to watch it. We're probably going to watch it. It's not out of theaters yet. We'll probably wait till it hits Redbox because that's what we do. And we will let you guys know what we think about it. But mental health is a big thing. I do believe that is most of why people stay in active addiction or alcoholism, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. I don't have a PhD, obviously. But I do believe that childhood trauma and everything else, I do believe using is just a coping mechanism.
100%.
And that it goes way down deeper. And you have to dig and dig and dig and see why you're doing the things you're doing and why you are the way you are. And I heard that the Joker portrayed someone who had a lot of childhood trauma and it made him the person he was. I mean, granted, does that excuse you from being a shitty human being? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? You have the choice to be better or be worse.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, but I don't know, all this, we'll just have to watch it and give you guys a better, what we think of it and what we got from it. But we just wanted to also say that everybody is talking about it. And it's hit or miss because some people say it shouldn't show that about mental health and how it can make you the person you are and how it should show that. And it did great because it can affect who you are when you deal with trials and tribulations like that and you have a chemical imbalance in your brain and blah, blah, blah. But we just wanted to touch on that a little bit. But I think we've talked about enough hocus pocus for this episode, and we are going to wrap it up. You guys, we are going to try and continue vlogging and posting every week, but we aren't perfect, so please don't forget that.
And we are busy.
Yeah, we have lives, I guess. I mean, we work and shit, but
Maybe we'll vlog trick-or-treating.
Okay. But I don't know. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, and that way you guys know when we do post more shit. That way you can just get it notified on your phone, because I'm lazy like that too, and I just like for somebody to remind me, oh hey, here, click this and watch it. But we will post the links in our bios. Normally how we do it is I'll post the link to the vlog in my personal Instagram page, and we'll post the link to the podcast in our Backwoods Barbies, which is _Backwoods Barbies _ for our Instagram. And for our Twitter, it's
Backwoods Barbies, and the Backwoods has no O's. We don't post on there very much, though, which is fine, but it's still there.
Elena.
I'm just saying. We don't post a lot on Twitter. Instagram's more our thing.
Absolutely, duh. Everyone's like, how do you like Instagram? First of all, I'm on Instagram more than I'm on Facebook, so back off. But anyway, yeah, so our Facebook personals, we don't have a Facebook for Backwoods Barbie, and we probably won't. But make sure you're subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, for Backwoods Barbies, and our YouTube channel, which is Backwoods Barbies, and subscribe to us on those two and on Spotify. Those are the 3 main platforms people are going to watch and listen to us on. So, and if you guys have any suggestions or any questions or any topics you guys want to hear about, let us know. Shoot us a DM on whatever platform you desire. Whatever platform your little heart desires.
Even Tinder.
Oh, I hate you so much. Until next time, though, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.